Hello, and welcome back to my precarious perch. I meant to start recording before I logged in, but then I logged in and it was fine. Loaded in, not log in. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that it kept me up here properly. A lot of games would not let you load back in on a horse and or maintain your position as well. That's kind of fun. But since last time, I missed something here. Inside one of the houses is a summon sign. That's what I need to look for. I didn't look thoroughly enough. I assumed it would be obvious in this location type thing, but I guess I have to look a little more thoroughly. Oh. It is right there. I bet I walked past it like 3 times, but ignored it because I assumed it was a blood stain. Magnus the Beast Claw. It's gonna be dangerous, I think. I think after I do this, I can go back to Vare, and then I can make progress on the quest. Oh. I mean, that was kind of interesting. I like this setup. I'm actually very happy with it. Oh, a rune arc. That's kind of fun. I just think it's weird that he was so weak, considering he's on the Atlus Plateau. But I guess I did hit him for, that was over 3,000 damage in 2 hits, so... I guess it is also a Somber 6 that he gives, which means that I'm, 3 weapon tiers higher than I should be. Okay, it's already dead. So... I'm temporarily done here. I was gonna save quit so that I could actually teleport quicker. I'm temporarily done here. Now I go back. Wait, no, I need to go there. Now I need to travel. I hate these stupid dogs. Okay, now I can travel back down. I think this is the closest one I have right now. Then I talk to him. Then I have to go to the insane village, go past it, fight somebody, and then get a finger maiden's blood on a cloth. And then I come back, talk to him, and then he'll give me the teleport item to enter the zone. So that'll be progress. I probably won't explore it right away. Mostly because I think the boss is one of the 3 or 4 hardest bosses in my opinion. So I'll leave it probably till after the fire giant.
Oh, lamb kid, I'm glad. You have a I wish to anoint a knight to serve Luminary Moog.
It is Moog, okay.
Lord of blood. Luminary Moog has
Strength, vision, and of course love. Anoint me, I guess.
Yes. Who would have it now?
Take this.
For your final trial.
Okay, with the maiden's
Normally,
blood.
this ritual would involve killing one's own maiden, but since you are maidenless.
So yeah. Then there's a dead maiden right there, I think. I guess the Shabiri grape lady might be a maiden? I'm not sure. Other than her... I need to go south first. Other than her, there could be the girl that died on the southern island, maybe? Who would actually be a better choice, but I don't think she's a maiden. Also, I should probably loot the stuff in the Friendly Flame Village, instead of just running around it. But I don't think there's a lot. There's a cookbook. That's pretty good. Yeah, so now I have some time. I'm not doing any much. That one's interesting. But last time I talked about asphalt testing, which is so interesting. I bet that it's kind of but I felt like it was a fun exercise for myself. Might not have been the best, you know, topic to talk about, but I enjoyed it at least. Today, I have just been thinking about talking about funny, well, kind of the opposite of funny, more grim. Just sort of the grim nature of any work that involves the wider public. Like, I think I should be up there, actually. Like, so I worked as a survey assistant for a few years. A few months. Not years. I'm just trying to speak a lot. It was only months, not years. And in that time, that and talking with construction people occasionally, it's very clear that there are a lot of weird people, is all I can put it as. Like, there was one time, had to clear snow and ice off of a curb in front of someone's driveway. And the curb is not owned by the house owner. I mean, it might be partially their responsibility to keep it clear and whatever, but they don't own the curb, I'm pretty sure. But they got really angry at people removing ice so that they could get an accurate surveying measurement of the curb, because it was the middle of winter. It had frozen and melted a few times already. So there was, I don't know, like 5 centimeters of ice and snow above that, which had to be removed with a pick. I don't know if it's a pickaxe, what the actual proper term is, but a tool for hitting stuff and swinging. Not swinging over him, though, because that'd be overkill. Like, getting rid of that, chipping away at the ice. They open their door, and they scream a death threat. They're like, I'll bash your head in. People are wild. There are many people that have issues. Now, it isn't justified, but apparently they'd had issues with people working for one of the big telecom industries messing with their yard a bit, which doesn't justify yelling that you're going to bash someone's head in, but it makes it understandable why they were quick to anger. I think because we had to be in the same like street the whole day, because we had to clear a bunch of ice and snow to measure the location of the curb precisely, because we needed accurate like vertical elevation, because the grade of a road matters. Because if water tends to pool at the curb, it can be a problem for the houses near the curbs. So that's, I think, the primary purpose of what the surveying was. And yeah, they really freaked out. It freaked me out a little. I wasn't actually afraid for my life, because they were at their door, not in outdoor wear. I had a large metal tool with me, and I could definitely outrun them. So there wasn't any like actual danger. But it just, some people have, I'm going to say, a greater tendency for that. Now, I think they then had to go pick up their son from something, and when they came back, they apologized. To me, it seemed like maybe their son, who I think was upper teenage to adult, if I even saw them. I'm making an assumption based on the fact that my impression was, after they talked with their kid, they realized, hey, you know, yelling at people like that is unreasonable. But it's just a funny story, you know? Funny in the sense of who does this, but... Shoot, I was hoping I'd be upstairs. Well, that one's upstairs, I know that. But it's just kind of... Oh, I need to go back to Vari. I got distracted. Because I wanted to do the Everjail. But yeah, it's the type of thing that it's an extreme minority of people, but it really does help to justify not really liking people. Well, not liking strangers in general. Not having any faith that other people will be good people. Trying to figure out how to get down there. There might be a path further that way. I'm going to sneeze. And I did sneeze. After muting myself and talking aloud. I don't know how to get down here. It must be over here, right? Because this is lower, maybe I can drop from here. I might die. Okay, yeah, this is way down. Good. Okay, that's pretty easy. Yeah, it's like... One day I got off work a little bit early. It wasn't much earlier than normal because I end up getting in at like 7:30. And then it was 7.5 hours of work because going over wasn't desired because it was sort of a part-time position, so... If possible, they didn't want people who didn't need to be there longer than necessary to be there longer than necessary. So it was like 7.5 hours leave, which was, I think, kind of nice. But on the way back, just a person with a can of vodka-based beverage, just littering it, just dropping it on the floor of the bus for no real reason other than that they are incredibly lazy. And that they clearly don't care about basic decency. Weird. Greedy. I was hoping it would do that. Godfroy? The grafted? Come on, go for the jump. Ooh, that was a good dodge. Good job, Godfroy. Good job. I think that's a good pseudo rematch. It's not much of a rematch because it doesn't have the same second phase or anything, but it's fun to re-encounter basically the same boss. A new icon. Charged spells and skills. I assume strong attacks are not charged skills, right? If they... let's test that, actually. So... If I use this, and the strong attack this guy, 7, 6, 4, then I put this on. I assume it does nothing, but if it did, it would be a shame. Did that really improve it by that much? Or was it, because it could have been a coincidence. Okay, let's do a ranged attack so I don't hit with the blade. 8, 7, 4. I'm glad I tested this. It's possible. I missed. It does apply. That's super good. 8, 7, 6, 4. Oops, wrong one. See, now this is really justifying fully like building for this weapon. Now I have an icon that buffs it. Oh, that's so good. I love it. I'm so happy with this. I don't know why it makes me so happy, but it really does. Just getting an item that I didn't expect to benefit a strong attack. I should see if it applies to normal strong attacks, actually. Or if it only applies to the, like, Art of War frame, like, Warframe. The Art of War effect. Okay, that's 2,511. I need to be in the same location as the thing. I want to be right in front of it. I want to get an accurate... That... There's no way it was that much worse. It must have just been the proc of the cold. I hate these. It doesn't let me test what I want to test. Rude. 781. Okay, mud bomb. It, oh god, it can't test it if it does that. Oh well, I'm gonna assume it's just better to have it equipped always. And give up on trying to test it again right now. I'll try again, maybe if I find a good enemy. It at least applies to the beam shot out by the Moonlight Greatsword though, which is excellent. It's gonna make me less likely to shift to two-handed, to dual wielding, because this will be a lot less awkward. That's an exploder, right? No, oh, that's a good one, but like, why was it yellow? Is it because it's an Ash of War? It's Ashes of War, not Art of War, right? Anyway, now I can talk to him.
You've complete, and with this, a knight.
And now I get the teleport? Oh, he also rips my finger off or something, right? Middle finger?
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
I'm kind of glad they didn't animate anything there, but...
Never forget, for it is what binds you. You have the... Oh.
Also, you don't need this to get there.
With the power I've gone out of my way to provide one, but you mustn't use it just yet. The meeting must wait until the Mogwin dynasty commences. Luminary, we must...
Yeah, like, that's done. I could kill him, but I'd rather kill him in the Mogwin area. Up here I go. Let's explore this little Erd Tree Gazing Hill bit first, before I go down to the other parts of the plateau. Yeah, I was talking about surveying stuff. Actually, one very fun surveying thing. I had to clean out a, well, there was supposed to be, I think it was basically, we knew there should be a, like, grate, like a sewer grate, or a water drain grate. It's not really sewer. Is it? It might be sewer technically. But, you know, the grates were water drains on the side of a road. We knew there would be one in an approximate area, but it was buried under a snowdrift that was like 4 or 5 feet tall. Snowdrift isn't really the right word when it was put there by, snowbank is the right word. It was put there by snowplows. There's nothing here? That doesn't feel right. Feels like there should be something. I know that there's a grace, but it's weird that there's nothing. Oh, I need to go talk to the witch, because I found the magic comet Azure, and I think she cares about that for some reason. So I should go back do that right now before I forget. Huh. But we had to locate that. But because of sort of how, I think it's because how sewers work, any like decomposition from leaves that falls down can produce heat. So, and snow is very insulating. She's somewhere over here. Right here? No, right here. Like, snow is insulating. So, it was a snow bank that was deep, but about 2/3, 3/4 of the way through digging through it, because I had to dig through it. Lots of fun. Partway through digging through it, there was an opening, because I guess the heat from the sewer section, it's not a sewer, but like, leaves would go down, decompose, produce heat, is my understanding.
There you are. Shall we commence the lesson? What's this sorcery, my apprentice?
I'm just talking
you
here.
have seen Master Azure. Master Azure was a founding Glintstone sorcerer, a stern judge
Just
of
looking something
legend.
new.
You make us both proud. We can speak more later. If you recall, it was for attempting to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery.
I'm just gonna go through this quick, but try to read it. Wrought for all I care. Mine. Unbind by trust or taboos. No matter what we give them. I presume nothing. Not bound to share the same path. Hear me out. Primeval current. I guess I'll say yes so that I can actually do this quest, huh?
This pleases me. You must have a fabulous teacher. I need your help. Master Lusat is another founding Glintstone sword, and like Master
He's
Azure,
banished, languished in prison somewhere.
With this Glintstone key.
Oh! This is the one... in the hideaway. This one over here. Okay, this is this quest. Yeah. I was talking about ice and snow. Digging through snow just to be able to access the curb and the water drain thing. Though it might not have been the heat from below, it might just be that it was hot enough that some of it melted, but the stuff at the top didn't because one reason or another. It's not, the specifics are not everything, but I actually have a picture of it, but it's on my phone somewhere. I don't think it's especially interesting. Maybe I can show it eventually. But I don't think it's actually that interesting. It's just a snowdrift with a big hole in it. That's only interesting as like a, yeah, I had to dig all this. Or most of it, because there was a opening at the bottom, so I didn't have to dig all of it. But it's such a weird... I actually think, like, land surveying, as long as it's not, like, hyper-specific surveying, is very... This is the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, I need to go down the central area. But, like, it's a very interesting thing because depending on, presumably, what company you work for, who you work for, there's like, a certain degree of variety. Like, you could be surveying for the footings of houses in a subdivision. Or you could be surveying for locating the, like, corners of a house, a regular lot for just a normal person. Or you could be doing any number of other things. You could be laying out all of the necessary marks for a fresh subdivision being built over a former golf course. This guy doesn't actually say anything, does he? He's just very slow. Stars of Ruin. Nothing else to say. Dead man. She's over here. Yeah. Sort of neat. It's a weird part about surveying is there's like, even if you're surveying for one house, you also are supposed to, at least maybe in general, maybe in the region that I worked in for a bit, you have to establish like the street line. So you have to locate the corners of the house, and then you have to get like the front corners, one or two of houses along the same street, which means you end up having to dig in a bit of people's yards, which is kind of weird. But given that they only own what's within the markings, it's not that weird, but it is also very weird.
My apprentice, I have a favor. The form you see before you is merely a projection.
Yes.
My body lies elsewhere, but the Academy's shackles prevent it being moved. My body is on the Weeping Peninsula, imprisoned in the ruins just down from the Church of Malta.
Past the plane of the Wandering Mausoleum.
You make the journey. I have something that
Lusat's location.
could have guessed. You have my gratitude. I am truly pleased. This is a mere. This brings us the bodies of Masters Azure and Lusat can be admitted to the Academy. If only I could undo these wretched shackles.
guess I'll just go visit her over here. Right here. I'm now sidetracked from my plan of exploring the Atlus Plateau, but... Plateau or Plateau? I'm not sure which is better. Whoop-a-doop, boop, boop, boo. I should be riding a horse. I'm also sitting on 115,000 runes. I don't want to die. Not actually that many. It's only like a couple levels at this point. Whoop. Bye. Pretty sure I have to fight something this time. Though I don't have to side with her.
My apprentice, there is something my primal star has fallen, and my fortunes waver. Someone may come for my life, and so I entrust it with you, myself.
Someone comes for your life. What's with the burning guy here? They're very distinctly different. Oh wow. Just ripping it right out of her gut. Or guts. Ooh. Yeah, the blood.
Thank you, my apprentice. This is my essence. Please, treat it with care.
Can I turn it into runes? Is the real question.
Treat it what you hope.
How are you still alive there? Can it be crunched? I wouldn't do that. That would be mean. Darn.
Treat it
So, am I supposed to grab it and go back to this version of her? But if it was, she would talk to me with that version back there, right? Maybe I leave and go back to the real version and something will change? I mean, she's not here anymore. Is there going to be... There's probably going to be somebody there? That's one of the issues with quest type things in these games. Give me a horse. Give me a horse. I don't even know the song that goes Mr. Sandman, but saying give me a horse made me think of that. I don't even... It's give me something. I assume it's not give me the time, but it could be. Hello. Actually, isn't he a pretty good guy? He's not actually that evil.
Well met.
Wait, haven't we met him?
Hardly expected to see
Yeah.
the champion of the festival here.
The Radon Festival.
Places. You didn't know Sellen, did you? Well, whatever the case, she's dead now. Just put it behind you. She was known as the Graven Witch. Obsessed by the primeval current, countless sorcerers fell to her hand. The most dangerous mage in the entire history of Rhea Lacaria's academy.
I hate these guys that follow you down.
It is strange. The woman, she was like a husk. Her soul already fled. I suspect Sellen lives on elsewhere. I'm sure she'll turn up eventually, in another body. A sickening thought, but one that won't stop gnawing at me. I suspect Sellen, I'm sure she'll...
Anyway. Oh, wait, this is where I go to... his place, isn't it? Wait, it's not Ronnie's chamber that I wanted, it's the other one. It'll probably be faster to run from here, though. Than to go through another loading screen. I don't know where I need to jump. Yeah, it would have been way faster to go to this grace in the first place, but... I need to go south. What's the... I can't jump out of this, can I? Oh, no, I can. Okay. So now I need to go... I think there was a... I'm going partially off of memory. And partially off... Well, I'm doubly going off of memory. But I think I remember this having something to do with her quest line. But I also think that I remembered in this playthrough seeing a puppet version of her in this area, not this area, in the secret lab. Oh, but he is dead though, which is good. Him being dead's happy. He's not a good guy. I didn't even talk to him about the potion that he gave me. I had no reason to even go back to talk to him to lie to him. He might have given me something if I did, but... I have a lot of memory stones, huh? I guess that's kind of the default, like, reward that isn't just Titanite equivalent. Sorry. It doesn't look bad. I actually kind of liked the aesthetic I had before, but this has a certain flair. I need to go here somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but one of them... I already hit the invisible floor. So I just need to go north. Got very distracted. I was meant to explore Atlus Plateau today. But instead, I got sidetracked. But if I hadn't gotten sidetracked now, I would have had to have come back to do this eventually, so... Here's the challenge. I know it's somewhere here, but so much of the scenery is so samey that it's pure luck that I found it. Yeah, right here. It's not like she's a good person.
My apprentice. Just how long has it been?
Kind of wish I could lie and say like 4 centuries.
You've helped me fill a new body once again, and it's truly a gem. Young and full of vigor, a snug fit for my primal glintstone. Better still, I've shed those awful shackles. Finally, I can return to the academy to expel the Karian royal family and restore the primeval current. My dear apprentice, I owe this all to you.
She hasn't really taught me anything.
Finally, I to expect my apprentice. As thanks for procuring this new.
I mean, they're all kind of pointless. Ah, that could be fun. I won't use it, but it could be fun. Should I just buy them all? Never gonna use any of them, but... Anyway, bye. I could kill you, but I don't really care. So, I need to go to the Turtle Pope, because I have a prayer book to give him. I also have like 4 bell bearings I should give the husk in the main area. And I found a seed bed curse thing. No, there's a chest over there. I think this is probably a celestial dew or whatever it is called. Gold sewing needle. Gold tailoring tools. What's the point of those? Whoops. Different video games have different controls. What? Maybe if I go talk to Bach, he'll tell me something. Sewing demigod attire. Okay.
Greeting.
Oh,
what very well. That heresy is not all things.
Heresy. Assassin's approach would not be totally useless. It wouldn't be very useful, but it wouldn't be useless. Blessings boon. I should probably buy some of these. I bet that's a worse version of the one that I just got recently. Okay, I did that. That's Turtle Pope. I'm not going back to the main area yet. I don't have to deal with Dung Eater just yet. So I think Gold Mask is here, potentially? Oh yeah, but also I want to talk to Buck. 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 He's a chicken. But not really.
Buck the sea ready to make.
Okay, fine. Sadly, what? Why would you ever want that other version? Why would you ever use the perfumer's robe and not have the cape? The cape is so much better.
Oh,
Anyway, bye. I don't need you. I want to see a couple things. So I have some spells, none of which are really going to see use. This is worthless. Yeah, Stars of Ruin is probably better than that other one. I want to see if I can cast this. I need to see if I can cast that. Might as well equip that. Might as well equip... Actually, poison might be good to have. And this is for ultimate cheese that I'm not going to use. I might proof of concept it though. I'm not going to use any of these anyway. Just how you can... It's just fun that you can sneak up behind stuff. But if I want to cast... Whatever, doesn't matter. Can this be cast on this shield? What do I push? This? No, this? Oh, that looks bad. Oh, that's way too bright. Oh, that actually hurts my eyes. Wow. Could I do... Okay. No, I couldn't. I can do this. And then if I tried to buff the shield, it will go away. What a shame. Oh well. That really did hurt my eyes quite a bit. It was way too bright. I only need like 2 more levels. Maybe 3. It should be 2. I get 3, 3. If I get 3 and 3 again, I will be at over 93, and that's my goal. For FP. Which will be enough. So, time to explore. I want to explore here. In case that is where Gold Mask is currently. That would be to the north. Time to just relax and explore the world. I'm just kind of relaxing. I don't actually have anything to say, which is not necessarily the best, but... I'm also thinking about how I talked about the person that was crazy when surveying. I wasn't the only person there, though, which helped. There was another much more forward individual that was there as, like, the primary... Because I was an assistant. It's not the primary surveyor. Yeah, okay. Oh, maybe I actually have to talk to the guy. Father Corin, till he mentions that he's gonna leave before he leaves. And when he leaves, he'll mention Gold Mask. And then Gold Mask will show up somewhere. That I assume, at least from what I remember, is at one point somewhere on this road. But I'll do that after. The biggest thing that I wanted to do was go down there and go to this tree. So that's what I'm going to do first. Go down and go to the tree. Well, tree and then the other place because the tree's closer. I could have died there, I think. That was weird. I bet there's stuff under here. Yeah. I don't think there's anything actually valuable, but there's stuff. Oh, not those creatures. I think those guys puke death on you. And they have tentacle faces. They're... Actually, no. The normal ones are fine. There's a variant on Crumbling Ferrum Azula Azura. I'm not sure whether it has an L or an R. But the Crumbling Zone, way later in the game, has one of them that is significantly stronger. Sort of like this one here, actually. I think this one's stronger than the average. Worm face. Wrong button. I mean, correct button, actually. Wrong weapon equipped. Pretty sure this is all death fog. Good thing I have plenty of damage. He's dead. Yeah, I had the thingy equipped, so it did even more. Wonderful. Oh, actually, this is a perfect chance to test the improved damage. There. Two-hand it. Oh, never mind, I need a rush. Ha! Didn't hit me once, except he did. I need a normal enemy. I don't want to fight those. They're really annoying. That's a golden tree. The golden seed. I think I'm at 0 right now. Oh no, I'm at 1. Okay. There's a lot of stuff to explore down here. Let's go back to the ruins, because there's probably something more in the Woodfolk ruins that I missed. I just really want to test whether it applies to all strong attacks or just the magically enhanced strong attacks. Okay. So normal strong attack with the bonus. 10, 8, 9. I should probably not stand near that. I'm assuming there's no backstab when you don't get a critical... Like, when you don't get a backstab, I assume there is no backstab bonus damage. But that was the same. So I think it only applies in the buffed form, which is still totally worth it. It's still really good. Like, I'm still going to keep that equipped for the rest of the game, probably, when I'm using this weapon. But it's good to know that it is only the magic form, which makes sense, I think. Like, if it... I really want to double check, actually, if it even applies to the magic form. I think it does, but it could have just been coincidence. So, I currently have it equipped. Aiming for just the beam component to impact. 1464. That should be fine. It has to apply. And if that's actually 40% more damage, that is insane. 1464. I did unequip it. Yeah, it's definitely applying. That's great. Now, it could be some variance that I'm not aware of, but that is very good. Because if it didn't apply, that would feel very limiting for this, because the strong attacks can be charged. So benefiting from this charge makes sense. But it applying on normal strong attacks would be a little bit much, I think. Because you can always strong attack. There's no, like, cost other than stamina and time. But because the strong attacks for this, when boosted, is sort of the main draw. I mean, the boost does just give better damage without it. What is... Oh. Really? No, it must be an effect. Something applies on me that causes me to roll like that? Oh, was the head really heavy? Maybe the head is really heavy. Where'd you go? What just attacked me? Oops, I'm gonna die. Like, unless the head's heavy, I don't think I got debuffed. This game doesn't have that sort of debuff, does it? What did I have equipped? It was this? No, I'm at medium load, so I should be rolling normally. It must have been rolling through the goo. That's interesting. Why gravelstone? What is gravelstone used for? Like, it's a purple, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth the purple designation. Yeah, is it just a consumable that you throw at people? There's plenty of stuff in these games, in this game that I have not interacted with. I've never used any of these. Like, I've never thrown an item like that in the, in the entire time I've played this game. What are gravelstones? It's used for crafting items. Like, they're relatively rare, but, like, they're not more rare than string, according to the amount that I've found. I just don't understand it. I mean, I don't make good use of the crafting system, that's for sure. Ooh, I have a 9, but I don't have an 8. I have a lot of crystal tears. I should consider what to equip. I'm gonna craft something. Do I have... I don't have any buffs. Darn. Buffs are the only ones that are actually interesting. Because I'm bad at throwing... I'm bad at using thrown weapons and gear and items and stuff. Oil? No. Actually, would fire pots be worthwhile? Because if I make fire pots... I mean, this would be the more efficient fire pot for my current intent. But let's just mess with this for a second. Never mind, they're different types. So if I put fire pot, if I hit, freeze, fire pot, can I freeze again? Is this one of the games where doing fire damage resets frostbite, or is that Dark Souls 3? I think at least one of them does that. Where, like, you can have a torch in your offhand. If you use, like, Vorts, because this is early game, more early game applicable, I think. Use Vorts, big mace thing. You hit a couple times, you freeze. You can then hit with a torch to reset it, I think. But this is probably a very spotty memory. I feel like I must have tried it in this game to see if I could freeze and then unfreeze, and it didn't work, but... wrong button. Did that alert them? I'm out of FP. Yeah, let's try it. I don't think I'll freeze them in one hit, though. I mean, that actually hits decently hard. I mean, that's so good. It hits so hard. Is there any spell that is even comparable for, like, FP efficiency compared to this? Like, 1700 damage? Probably a counterattack or whatever, but... Like, is there any spell that is as FP efficient as this weapon art? Some spells have bigger range. This is fairly... It's a reasonably limited range spell. It's not a spell, it's a weapon attack. I'm supposed to be done 4 minutes ago. I got sidetracked. I was having too much fun. Shouldn't have fun. Should focus. No idea. I assume that's a, faith spell, given the appearance, but Oops, wrong button. I mean, correct button, but wrong item. Well, I guess that's enough. I still have to go here. I'm gonna go right to the entrance and then stop before I go in. I haven't killed a single jellyfish yet. No murdered jellyfish by me. Right here? Yep. I'll stop right here. So, next time I will continue in here. I will probably explore this cave, depending on how long... Oh wait, that's a I recognize that name. It might be important. After I explore there, I will do the upper section here, including the village. Depending on how long that takes, I will then go try and explore this bit. This bit will take a while, because there's a fair bit to explore. There's an actual boss. It's been a while since I fought an actual boss. Well, it's only been a few episodes since I beat the Snake Man. It hasn't actually been that long. And I mean, technically the... Oh, I still have to explore this dot here as well. But after this and this dot, I'm going to run to the north up to here, explore the outer reaches of this area, and then go here. That'll be fun. And I think that plan was... Yeah. I like these. I think they're worse than the Dark Souls versions because they don't have as much impact. They're too airy, but the airiness fits with how the sound is made. So, yeah. I'll wrap it up here and continue next time. I bet this cloak is pretty flammable. So you wouldn't really want a lantern that on the inside of it. That would be pretty warm, wouldn't it? If it's a fire-based lantern. Ooh. Yeah, I'll wrap it up. And I'll continue exploring. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.